And the visual on the still camera is that the snout is still extended. If it stops shooting, it goes to sleep and sucks its...
Turn this one on first. I'll plug this one in. We forgot about doing our range check.
So, do you want me to...
Why don't you give it a toss? I think you got it. I'm going to step out of the way.
Alrighty.
Just point straight into the wind this way. Let's see if I suck it. Let me check my flight control. Down, up, left, right.
You want to see what you're...
Hold on tight. I'm going to try the prop.
Okay. Alrighty.
Okay. I'll get it going and give it a...
Castle, you're doing fine. You're doing fine.
I guess now we got to get into there, right?
Well, we're darn. Let's see. So I don't see a gate on this side. If worst comes to worst, I can just climb over and hand it to...
I mean, I could buy a new fuselage for $27, so I just move the electronics over and
yeah,
away we go, right?
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, the girls are going to be... I don't know if amused is the right word or not, but...
Goes in here, I think. And I think we can glue this piece onto here, back onto here. And this piece glues on here. And this goes back on here. Got one piece right here. There it is. I think we can just glue this thing back together. I don't think we can fly it today. Drag this Piper Cub out here slightly. We can take it on and off of the dirt here, I think.
Well, as they say, what's the worst that could happen?
They break a little styrofoam, right? The camera survived really well, and the wings survived very well.
Yeah.
Which I was pleased to see.
Well, they had, that's another thing, you know, I don't know how sensitive it would be, but these cameras would have had a little more mass on the wings, such that when the plane impacted, there would have been more impact coming out that front portion to blow out the top.
Well, that could be. Here's the key, right?
I do. Let me just turn that off and get it out here.
I don't think we really had any particular... Could do it twice. Again, until you hear it.
There we go. Sorry.
This car's always been...
Should we pull this carbon out of the wing, or do you want to just leave it in there?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. And I think I've got one of those bands where it may be putting pressure on the foam rather than on the little protector thing. Now, what's this? Oh, this is where it hit the... Is that
where it hit the fence?
That's where it hit the mesh. Oh, man. Can you see that? That's interesting. I don't know if that shows enough detail there to... What am I doing?
So, time learning how to fly these things.
Yes, try again, as they say. Now, we have no camera. Actually, I didn't bring the little camera that actually... I think even that keychain camera would be too much for this little guy. I have a hunch.
This whole airplane weighs like 1 ounce.
So, I mean, I think it's a different animal. Because I'd be happy to toss it if you want it tossed.
I think we got it done wrong. No, I'm going to take it off from the rudder. I think we were supposed to turn the controller on first. Then plug this in. Yeah, now it's working.
Ah, okay.
Can't drive straight. So it looks like maybe it's got a little bit of out of turn there. Oh. Oh, it's calling. There. Hello. It's turning. Wanting to turn that way, so I think we got to give it a little bit of. Maybe we should just do some taxi practice. I'll get it to turn.
Yeah.
A little bit, huh?
Yeah. Well, there you go. Well, and you know, I just felt that puff of wind on my face, and it lowered its wing, as though that might have been a factor.
Well, that could be. Stay away from that fence, Castle.
Please, please. Anything but the fence, not the fence. Into the dirt, into the grass. Much better than the fence.
Just stick back on.
There is discussion in there about, and I can't remember whether it screws on one way, the opposite way that the prop spins, or what. But there is discussion about, well, I can't, it looks like it's got little fine, maybe I'm just imagining, but it kind of looks
like the threads are gone.
Fall apart on purpose.
It doesn't fall apart on purpose. And Mr. Phelps.
If it falls apart on purpose, then at least it won't break. Yeah.
No.
The wings come apart and they just slide in. The tail stabilizer slides in. There's two pieces of tape that hold it on.
Okay.
What happened to us is that we hit the fence.
Yeah.
And we have cameras mounted in the wings. We're doing this to do some overhead photography stuff. And so we think the weight of the wing hitting the fence, I think the weight of the cameras in the wings shoved the wings forward, which caused the nose to snap off.
Oh, is that what happened over there?
That's what happened over there.
I actually was talking to my husband and I thought, I wonder if it falls apart so I told my son, maybe it falls apart on purpose so they can put it back
well,
together.
Unfortunately, it falls apart, but not as fall apart as it is at the moment.
We had to fall apart a little more than is convenient to read.
Gluing that we have to do.
Some Gorilla Glue, huh?
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, they make special glue. But you can buy a new fuselage for $27. You just buy a whole new piece and stick all the parts on it.
Because I thought that was very interesting. You would like to
Well, thanks for asking. Yeah, actually.
The airplanes are something we would like to do, but we're very unsure of the cost and if they fall apart and all those things,
Well, that airplane there is a glider. It's made by a company called Part2, and it's called Ready to Fly. It comes with everything you need.
Except
Absolutely
the cameras.
everything.
Right.
And it was $250. And,
yeah, I mean, it's worth it to me if you can use it more than once,
Yeah, no, it's intended to be used.
It's intended to be used many, 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 many times.
Yeah.
Our problem is
and
that
why
neither
are
one of us...
Why are you guys videotaping again?
We want to be able to take aerial photos and use them for photo mapping, and
We want to do some photo mapping.
But you got to learn how to fly the plane first.
Yes, right. yeah.
So we thought that the plane would be easier to fly than it was. So we thought we could just put the cameras in and pop it up to the sky, take a bunch of photos, bring it back down, and then go play with the photos.
That would have been easy,
But it turned out it wasn't quite that easy. So, but we have some pictures of it. We're going to be able to do. It'll be interesting to see what we got.
Yeah, right.
Have you going?